Hi.
Hi.
I feel like it hasn't been that long since we've talked.
It's because it hasn't been. We talked on, Saturday, and it's only Wednesday?
Yeah. It really hasn't been that long.
No.
But hi, Brad, that blue.
Me, that Brad.
So, listen, I gotta make a public apology to start the episode with.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this the YouTuber apology? Do we need a white background?
Hang on, let me get into character really quick.
You gotta do the sigh. There you go.
I did wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay. I realize my mistake that I made last week, and I have to formally apologize for absolutely nothing. Do you realize the amount of shit that I stirred with Saturday's episode? With me being like, hey, you want to get married in 10 years or some shit like that, and then posting it as like a big proposal just to get clicks.
Oh no.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Oh no, I
live
evil.
To be a chaos gremlin, okay?
We're getting married.
Oh, do you want me to read you the description for last week's episode just to give you an idea? All right, so we're back to Brad's regularly scheduled rom-coms this week with Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. Get ready, because this week we have gone straight off the rails with this one. We also discuss work, we decide to have an existential crisis, and Brad proposes to Blue. All of that and more. Oh, so I have stirred shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and need I say that I posted it on all of my own personal social media too?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Listen, I did all the clickbait. I have not checked the numbers from last week's episode, but God, I hope they're good because I've gotten feedback.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, the asshole neighbors were not pleased about the conversations of manipulating their children.
Oh, but I want to.
I told them they're shit out of luck. It's going to happen regardless.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
I'm checking that. We've got quite a few. Hello to my English viewers. I hear you're beating out the Canadians. Guys in the UK.
Yeah, look at that.
So, I think that means I'm still more English than Canadian.
It also depends on what you're talking about, too. I feel like the English likes to come out.
Yeah. I mean, you could take the girl out of England, but you can't really take England out of me.
I don't understand words.
Hail Britannia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we hit a really good peak there at one point, so Wotakoi's having fun.
Yeah. And we got more rom-com this week. Between Besties.
Yeah. Anime's great.
Yeah.
Tomo-Chan is a girl.
I am too.
You are.
I am that. You're not.
I am Groot.
Yeah.
I did not know how to make any sort of transition out of that, so I'm like, how awkward can I possibly make this?
My finger hurts.
I saw your finger hurts.
Huh?
Said, I'm sorry your finger hurts.
I thought you said, I saw your finger hurts. I was like, how?
I don't even know.
No. I grazed it at work today.
Did you graze it against something sharp? Something hot?
Something sharp. I think it was I don't know what it... I was standing by the... How did I do that?
How did you do that?
I don't know. I actually have no idea because I was like in the tea drawer and there's nothing sharp in the tea drawer. Sometimes I impress myself with how I hurt myself.
Good job.
Honestly. I had to put a Band-Aid on it and now it's all soggy.
So time for a new Band-Aid.
I took it off to let it breathe.
Oh.
Let it breathe. Let it. That's not the song I was going for, but we'll go with it.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I will
fine.
accept it.
Yeah.
Any blue singing on this podcast is perfectly acceptable by me.
Says you now. Wait till your ears bleed.
No, serenade me. Serenade me more.
Why does serenade sound like a cocktail?
You know, I bet it could be a cocktail.
Right?
So listen, can we open up an anime-themed bar/restaurant?
I will take coffee shop because bars are open late.
We have an anime coffee shop here, though.
Well, we'll just open a better one.
Oh, no.
I have a whole year's worth of experience as a barista. I'm better.
You're right. Nobody can be better than you. It's fine.
Honestly, yeah, like I'm peak qualifications.
Oh, speaking of peak qualifications, I'm nervous as shit for my interview Friday.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
Oh, I'm so fucking nervous.
You'll do great. We believe in you.
The thing about it is that I shouldn't be nervous. Like, there's no reason for me to be nervous because I'm going into this with literally nothing to lose. Like, I have a promotion being handed to me on a silver platter in September. Like, I'm okay regardless. But oh my goodness.
Just think of it like a voice acting audition or some shit.
I mean, that was kind of the plan.
Oh.
I thought about throwing on like the Southern Judge voice from RP.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that, making myself sound a lot more sophisticated than I actually am.
I do that with certain customers. I definitely put on a posh voice.
You too?
I do. I don't mean to, but like you get people coming in and they're acting kind of snooty, and so you're like, well, so what can I get for you today? Yes, you're welcome. Would you like fucking macadamia milk? Or would you like me to squeeze the udder of a cow? Because whatever you like, it's not going to be good enough, but I can get it for you, I'm sure. And then they get impressed because you're speaking in a fancy accent, and then they don't yell at you.
They don't even care about the insults being thrown their way because you sound different.
Yeah. And then they go, oh, where are you from? And then you go, I'm from London, even though you're absolutely not. And then they go, oh, wow. Because if you said where you were from, they go, huh? And then you have to explain it, and you don't want to converse with them that much. So London works.
Oh, it's like me trying to explain where I'm from in Tennessee. And it's just like, oh, where's the next biggest city? And we'll just say that.
Yeah. Except one guy, like I told him I was born in Faversham, which is like a really small town. Well, I was talking about Faversham because I was talking about there's a hop festival that happens there and like beer things and stuff. Anyway, so I was talking about that to a coworker, and he overheard and he goes, you're from Faversham? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, wow, I've been there on holiday. And I'm like, why? I'm like, Canterbury I get because there's like a cathedral and like architectural stuff, and there's like a big museum. Like I get that. Like there's things to do in Canterbury, but like Faversham, why would you go there?
Some people, they just make poor decisions.
Yeah, I'm like, is a small little town in Kent that's got a Tesco. Like, what do you want? Tesco's like a grocery store. Like,
you beat me to it.
Yeah.
That's why there was that really sharp inhale of like, what's that?
It's just a grocery store. Okay, so a while ago, I think it was Balenciaga, in their spring collection, came out with these really fancy carry bags, like a giant purse. But the print on them was the Tesco plastic carry bag.
I'm sorry.
Balenciaga spring, I think it was 2022. Bag. Yeah. Oh my god, somebody's even made the comparison, so I don't even have to like show you both images. Because this is so funny to me.
I'm so excited. Oh my god.
It's a Tesco shopping bag. Like,
how much did that cost?
£925. I don't know what that is in American.
Oh
but
my god, that's like Somewhere between $1,000 and $1,100.
Yeah.
So that's like what, 1,300 Canadian? Holy shit.
Yeah, around about that. Well, at least it should be.
God, that's so fucking much for a shitty looking bag. Looks like Supreme if it decided to get blue bars instead of blue balled.
It is 1,554 Canadian dollars for USD. That puts it at $11,043.
$1,100 or 11,000?
1,100. Sorry, 1,100.
So I was right.
I'm sorry, I had work today. I used all of my math counting doing that.
It's fine. It's fine. We still love you. I still love you, even if you can't math.
I can't math. But yeah, it's very amusing. And as soon as I saw it on the catwalk, like I saw it on the runway, and I was like, that's a Tesco bag. And so, because I was with my fashion friend, she's getting a fashion degree. And she was like, check out this new Balenciaga collection. And I was like, that's just a Tesco bag. And so I sent her a picture of the Tesco bag. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who made the connection and that they actually wrote like articles about it. Because yeah, it was cracking me up last year.
Absolutely brilliant. And I love it. And I'm here for it.
Yeah. But yeah.
And somebody's paying fucking $1,100 for that shit.
Yeah. I'm like, you could just go to Tesco. Like, it would be cheaper to get one shipped to the States. Like
at Tesco's? That sounds expensive.
At Tesco. They're the bag. Even though I don't know if they make them anymore because they might be plastic free. Because we are here in Canada.
Imagine being plastic free.
Mm-hmm. Or at least we are in Ontario. I don't know if it's Canada-wide, but it is in Ontario.
Welcome to America, where we don't even get asked paper or plastic. We just get plastic.
Really?
Unless you go to like a fancy mom and pop grocery store, then you get asked.
Yeah, no, it used to be 5 cents a bag. Was put like mandated like a couple of years ago, like 5-ish years ago, and now it's plastic free. So they don't even have them, and you have to bring your own.
So we have a grocery store similar to that here called Aldi, where you have to pay for your bag. Mm. Every time I go, I always get told I should take a bag, and then I forget. Mm-hmm. So I go, but I always make sure that when I go, everything I get, I can carry in my hands. Mm-hmm. Except for the times whenever my grandmother calls and needs to add more shit to the list, and then I have to figure out how to perfectly Tetris stack things in my arms. Because I will not pay for a fucking bag. I refuse.
I have multiple reusable bags from my one grocery store because I forget to bring bags. And so I buy the reusable ones. And then now I have them. And I have too many of them for one person that lives alone. I don't need that many.
Crazy bag lady?
I'm getting there, honestly.
But so, like most American households have like that one section of cabinet where it's just nothing but fucking grocery bags. Yeah. That's all it is. I don't get it. I don't understand why.
Yeah. Yeah. But now I have a little one that folds up into a tiny little pocket and I try and keep it with me. But let's be real. I take it out and hang it on my hook to take out my groceries. And then that's where it stays.
That's fine.
Yep.
Didn't we just watch an anime about somebody giving somebody a grocery bag? And it like made their day.
We did, shit? And then they became friends because they shared a grocery bag.
What anime was that? For the life of me, I cannot remember what that was.
To the spreadsheet.
To the spreadsheet. Oh wait.
The angel next door spoils me rotten.
Oh yes, that one.
Yeah.
I remember now. I was literally sitting there going through that whole, like, while you were going through that whole conversation, like, what was that? What was that? What was that? So now I know.
Yeah.
Sweet. I have been
Episode
re-enlightened.
150.
Oh. Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Podcast is getting old.
So are we.
Oh. You know what made me feel really old, but also like brought so much joy to my heart today to the point to where I almost cried.
What?
Metal Gear Solid 3 is getting a remake.
Aww.
It was announced at the PlayStation Showcase, and as soon as I saw the announcement for it, like tears welled up in my eyes. I was like, I've been waiting for this for so long.
Oh, hit you right in the childhood.
That it really did. And I immediately text everybody that I know being like, it's happening. I would have messaged you, but I knew we were talking in like 2 hours. So I was like, I'll save this for the podcast.
I was going to say, you messaged everybody you knew, huh? Huh?
Look, okay, why would I spoil the surprise for you whenever I can surprise you with it on the podcast and we can talk about how motherfucking excited I am?
Okay, fine. You're forgiven this time, but next time, that's it.
Listen, I tell you about everything else in my life.
That's true.
Like pretty much immediately. Oh my God, gossip.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I even get all the juicy work gossip. Suck it, everybody else.
Yeah, you guys can't hear about that though. That's friends only.
Oh, but yeah, so that got announced, and it brought so much joy to my heart. But I was messaging everybody about it, and I was like, with all the remakes and everything, and like how in depth those remakes go. I'm very curious if I'm going to be able to speed run this one in under an hour.
Yeah.
Because I had the original Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I had the original one down pat to where I could speed run it in under an hour. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore.
You know what game I've never completed?
What game?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on Game Boy Advance.
I don't think I ever beat it on the PlayStation.
Yeah. I beat Order of the Phoenix on the PS2. Because those are the only two that I had.
I'm glad we had very similar childhoods because I also played Order of the Phoenix on the PS2.
It was sick.
I
loved
thought that game was the shit.
It was so good.
God,
you
that
could go
one was
find
good.
Buckbeak.
Yeah, I remember playing the Deathly Hallows on maybe the PS3, I think. Maybe.
I only played the Lego version.
I never played the Lego versions. I just had to live vicariously through you.
When I played on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking sucked at those. It was so hard.
Oh, it's fine. You should see the asshole neighbor try to play Tears of the Kingdom. It's great.
Yeah. Just don't try and get him to play. What was it? What was I fucking stuck on for like weeks? That one Spyro jump.
Oh yeah, there was that.
I lost my shit. I was like, no, I can't do this one jump. I spent an entire stream just trying on one jump. It sucked. Everyone's like, cheat, and I'm like, I can't.
Do you remember our Cat Quest competition that we had?
Oh my God, yes.
I was talking to somebody about that the other day because we got on the topic of how I will literally jump to the hardest thing possible because that's just how I am. Like, I'm a Dark Souls player at heart. So I was telling somebody about it. Like, yeah, at one point, Blue and I had a competition to see who could beat Cat Quest first. I definitely won that one by a mile.
Right? I just like woke up the next day. You're like, I did it. I'm like, fuck you.
I can't help it, okay? You can't send me into a level 150 dungeon while I'm a level 50. Like, you should not even let me in there.
I'm like, dude, did you sleep? Like, what?
No. Listen, okay, I will not be challenged and then back down from said challenge.
Ugh.
I play Souls games for fun. You think I'm going to back down from some little kitty cat game? Because you're right, I might.
It was more than just a kitty cat game, okay? It was a kitty cat game with puns.
You know what? You're right. They were good puns.
They were good puns.
Oh.
If you haven't played Cat Quest, give it a go. It's a lot of fun.
It's 100% worth it. Just keep in mind, it can get a little frustrating.
Yeah, but it's dumb and it's fun.
I still need to play the second one. I own it.
Yeah, I own the second one and also have not played it.
Oh, so hey, listen, about the whole being twinsies thing. Although, you know what we're not twinsies on?
What?
How we consume media.
That's true.
because let me just tell you, Oshinoko is hitting all of the points, man.
Oh, actually, just kidding. I'm breaking my rule. I'm up to date except for today's episode.
What?
I'm hooked.
Oh, I am genuinely so proud of you.
Yeah, I've gotten the spreadsheet. I'm fucking hooked, mate, and it's true.
Oh my god.
And last week's episode left off on
that
such a moment.
cliffhanger. Oh my god.
So I watched it on Wednesday because I was fucking chaotic. And then now I had to torture myself to wait all week. So as soon as we're done recording, I'm watching today's. Because, yeah.
You'll have to let me know what you think, because I watched it today and my brain is just, I'm mind fucked right now, man.
Okay.
Like I have no words for how everything is going.
Okay. I'm excited.
You're gonna be so pleased with it. Oh my god.
Because, yeah, like, make me break my entire life rule, it's gotta be good.
I am so pleased right now. And was I wrong? Did it not just continue to get better as it goes?
It's so good. And it's so, like, why is it so good? It shouldn't be as good as it is. It's fucking
really
good.
Shouldn't. Like,
no.
Something about that first episode just plants a seed to where you have to see it through to the end.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
regardless of what happens, like, I have to know.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god, so good.
Yeah, so guys, go to High Dive and watch Oshinoko if you haven't already. Check out our episode on it. We only covered the first episode because it's like a movie length. So go listen to that after you've watched the first episode. Then catch up and let us know in the comments your thoughts and feelings. Obviously, be aware, try not to spoil things for everybody else. But like, you have to tell us your feelings.
Yeah, I have broken friends with this. They now fully understand the lengths of what the show will go to make people feel things. Also, I would like to extend a very special happy birthday to a podcasting colleague of ours.
Ooh.
It's Jay Storm's birthday.
Ah, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I figured since we told Jen happy birthday in last week's episode, we got to do John this week.
Gotta do that one too.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I gotta remember to put that into the words, description, clickbait, all that shit.
Yes.
I gotta get one more person to commit on D&D, by the way.
Okay.
I have almost sealed one more commitment, so I just gotta get one more. Because I am pressuring Bree to no end to play.
Do you ever call her Cheese?
So here's the thing. I don't call her by her government name. I call her Brittany.
Okay.
And here's the reason why. So Bree is, I mean, you know how I am. I pick on everybody. It's what I do. And
Everybody's
since she is
sorry. Go ahead.
No, like I said, you feel free to serenade us anytime. It is much appreciated. And so I needed just some way to just pick on her for that day. And so we went to a gas station, and on their little signboard on the outside, it was like, we're hiring, call Brittany. And so I immediately, like the second I read that sign, my neck basically snaps around 180 degrees to stare into her soul and be like, so you're hiring, huh? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the sign says you're hiring. And she's like, my name's not Brittany. I said, it is now. So it has literally stuck to where she is no longer Bree. She is just Brittany, and it pisses her off whenever Walker calls her Brittany.
You're allowed, though. Just
I'm allowed, but her husband, the second he decides to cross that line, she's like, no, only Carter. And I'm like, but it must spread More
Okay.
people must call you Brittany.
Must be contagious. No, we have to. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I could just pretend that I've forgotten her name and I only believe that her name is Brittany.
If I can convince her to play D&D, I want you to only call her character Brittany, regardless
Okay.
of what she names it. Because she's never done any sort of like RP role play or anything like that. So I've told her like I will help her like dive into her character and create it and do all this other stuff.
Mm.
I need you to call that character Brittany no matter what.
Oh my god, Brittany! Why did you all of a sudden fall on your face, Brittany? Brittany, you were supposed to help.
Hi, my name's Jennifer. Oh, did you say your name was Brittany?
Brittany!
Oh,
Why did you
my God.
steal that, Brittany?
Oh, I've had like little snippets of what everybody is going to be doing with their characters, and I'm so excited for this. You have no idea.
she lands a hit. Hit me, baby, one more time. We leave her behind in a dungeon. My loneliness is killing me. She levels up. And now I'm stronger than yesterday. I could go on forever. I got a whole arsenal.
Please keep those in mind, please. I beg of you. I will even give you all the points of inspiration you want for every one of those that you decide to bring out.
She rolls a 0. Oops, I did it again.
Just every natural one. And the bad part is
No,
Bree,
Bree.
I am so sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Because I know you're going to listen to this. And I am so sorry. But the amount of nat ones that I foresee from her, I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Listen, okay? Nobody's going to judge you. We all love you here. Welcome to the cult of D&D.
Ugh. It's the first time I've played D&D since I was like 8 properly, so
I just want you to understand that it's going to be pure and utter chaos.
I'm excited for I can do chaos and I can do characters, so I'm down.
It's just I know how I am, and I'm like making like vague notes of things and like the storyline and everything. But I am planning on literally improving everything off of y'all for the most part. Because I just want y'all to tell a hilarious story.
Yeah, well, you know, with my ADHD, there's going to be chaos thrown in the mix because I'll forget.
I mean, I don't expect you to be the note taker at the table.
Could you imagine? I take the notes and it ends up just like my anime notes. It's just like, so, 2?
Goblins, party, ale.
So we had to go and find this flower. It was like I think it was purple.
Brad's god complex kind of took over. Nani.
Sorry, I got distracted. I had to watch anime. I had to watch 13 episodes of anime in 2 hours because I'm late for the podcast.
Oh, that's how I felt for this. I didn't start Tomo until today.
Really? See, I was good. I started like 2 days ago.
I'm so proud of you.
Right? I finished this morning before my shift.
I'm definitely proud of you.
Yeah.
You go, girl. You do
right?
it. As per with the last episode, I finished right before we started.
It's like we switched roles.
I know, right?
And I even watched the thing week to week.
I have no words.
Yeah.
Who are you and what have you done with Blue?
I turned into a boy. Just like Tomo is a girl.
Okay. I like the segue, so we're gonna roll with it. So, Tomo-Chan is a girl, is a rom-com slice of life. The manga was written by Fumita Yanagida, was published by Kodansha, and had its original run from April 2015 to July of 2019 for a total of 8 volumes. The anime was directed by Hitoshi Namba. Studio was Le Deuce, and its run was from January through March of this year for a total of 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it scores a 7.87 out of 10 on my anime list, or and a 4.10 out of 5 on Anime Planet, or an 8.20 out of 10, giving it an average score of 8.04 out of 10. Has a drop rate of 5.15%, which is a little bit high, but also not bad. And to those people, I say, what the fuck, dude?
Right?
Because this show is really good.
I think my rom-coms are starting to rub off on you a little bit.
I think they might be, because I don't like rom-coms normally, but this doesn't have any embarrassing in it. It's just nice.
There were a couple points where I was like, Blue's probably going to skip this. And I was like, nah, you know what? It's fine. And I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's Carol.
No, Carol's not bad. She's actually fine.
I was going to say, Carol's the best part. Carol's what keeps you from skipping everything.
Yeah. There was one part where I had to pause and get up and go get a drink and then come sit down and replay, but I didn't skip. I just had a moment. So,
love it.
Yeah, that's it. The rest of it I watched.
I'm so proud.
Right? Yeah, it is a PG-13, which is appropriate.
Oh, 100%.
And yeah, so the basic premise of the show is there are two childhood friends, Junichiro and Tomo, and they grew up together and lived next door to each other, and Tomo is a tomboy, and she is in love with Jun and tries to confess to him, but he doesn't see her as a girl because she's such a tomboy, and he's grown up with her since they were kids that he just kind of sees her as his guy best friend. And so the show is about her trying to win him over, basically, and him trying to, figure out his dynamic with her. And then there are a couple of side friends, and it's like a coming of age rom-com slice of life. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's quite cute. I don't think that there's any, it's not groundbreaking or anything, and it doesn't really go into a lot of intense stuff. I feel like with this kind of show you can get a lot of those gender conversations happening. This isn't about that. This is just more about a girl who's trying to figure out how she wants to present herself to the world, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, and it definitely leans heavier on the comedy side of things than the romance. The romance just kind of hits later on in the season to a degree.
Yeah.
But it's very comedy heavy throughout, so it knows and understands that.
Yeah, and there's some really, really, really interesting characters in the show. You get your more stereotypical characters, but then you also get stereotypical characters with a twist that I found very refreshing. Carol being one of them. Carol is this kind of ditzy blonde character. But she has a real edge to her, a real quirk that brings some real depth to her character, and also stops her from modernizes her. I feel like her character kind of is outdated, and not just in a societal standpoint of come on, like the ditzy big boobed blonde, like what are you going on about? Like that's old news. But also in the fact that like the dumb sidekick is kind of just an overplayed character at this point. Like the like well, you know, the Karen from Mean Girls. Like we had that in the 2010s to continue that now over a decade later. It's like, you know, it's done.
Yeah.
So I really like how they added those spins onto other characters as well. It does make it a lot more interesting and give it a lot more depth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah, spoiler chicken hats.
Spoiler chicken hats. Put them on. Hey Siri, set a clip to take around the 37-minute mark. Oh, you're welcome.
No, I'm really not.
No, I am saving that. That's going on the soundboard.
Yeah, I figured.
And so from now on, that's going to be the cry of the chicken hat.
Now we're not even gonna say spoiler chicken hats. You're just gonna play that noise, and I'm gonna lose my shit every week.
Oh, I just want you to know that now I fully intend on commissioning an emote of you in a chicken costume.
Okay.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm not sorry.
No, I know you're not.
It's fine. This is the greatest thing I ever could have done.
I still need to get you in drag.
Oh, you'll have your opportunity.
I better.
At this point, we've got too many plans for meetups and whatnot to not have this happen. So
yeah.
you'll have your opportunity at some point or another. Don't you worry.
Yeah, when we're in Japan, we'll find a convention and you can cosplay as Carol.
Oh, God, I love Carol so much.
No,
The fact,
like
the
Rem
fact
or
that
something.
her voice actress is the same in both the sub and the dub. I watched the dub for this because that's how pressed for time I was. But also, I had such a blast with the show and the dub. It was great. I had a really good time.
I'm seeing what else she's done. She's in Bocce the Rock.
Bocce. Speaking of Bocce, they had a new EP release yesterday, I think. So I was very excited to see that. I was like, give more Bocce. Love Bocce. Very good.
Yeah, okay. Chicken hats are on. This show is cute. I like it.
It is very cute. Also, the opening fight scene bit of the OP, very well done. Better than a lot of modern animes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like high quality shonen production like JJK or My Hero or something like that. But then like your most standard anime, that's some really clean fights.
Right?
That was very good.
It was.
But yeah, anime, cute. Interactions between our main growing couple, cute.
This is skipping right to the end, but I freaking love how there was complete resolution. And I know that they managed to, I think they got all of the volumes of the manga in, because I think they were saying like it was like a 4-panel manga or something, so it wasn't like there's lots of volumes, but there's not lots of content.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed how they completed everything, how it's fully wrapped up, how you got the conclusion that you wanted. A lot of people I noticed on the 12th episode, if you scroll down to the comments, they're all like, wow, this is such a good anime, this is my favorite, like doing their end of season comments. And then everyone's like, dude, there's one more episode, there's one more, and the one more episode is exactly what you need.
Oh, 100%. Like I can 100% agree.
Yeah.
And also, like, on that note of like closure and shit, we'll talk about this after we discuss Oshinoko later. But High Dive typically on mobile has a habit of fully listing out every episode for the season and just not being available for that particular time. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the shitty internet at work or what, but while I was on my lunch break is whenever I watched it, because I think the episodes drop at like 12:30 to 1 our time. So I went on my lunch break at 1:30. So I could just immediately go watch it because I'm not having shit spoiled, because now TikTok and everybody else knows how fucking good the show is, and it's not just the dancing children. And so it's out to spoil. So for those that are also trying to keep up week to week, stay away from social media until you watch it. But anyway, I sit down to watch it and I scroll down to try to figure out where episode 7 is on the list, and I see that it's the last episode. And I was like, wait, no, don't you fucking do this to me. Because I didn't know that the episode was going to end how it ends. So I get through the whole episode and I'm ready to throw my phone. Like, no, this is not how the season is going to fucking end. I swear to God. But then I immediately get on Google and I see that it's listed for 11 episodes. So I was like, okay, High Dive just messed up somewhere. Something happened. I don't know, but I'm good. Everything's fine. Because I was, although I know how I am. So if I were in charge of like production schedules and all of that, I probably would end a season on some shit like this just to keep people guessing until the next season. Because my God.
I'm so excited. I want to watch it now. Can we end the recording?
Don't worry. We're getting close. So, all right. Literally the majority of the anime is just watching Tomo and June like grow closer together and like try to figure out how they go from best friends to, having their middle school spat, because June found out that Tomo was a girl, thinking that she was a guy for the first few years of their friendship. So homie just straight up blows her off for over a year. And not only does he blow her off, but also starts dating her best friend.
Yeah.
For like 3 days.
Yeah.
And she doesn't find out until they're in high school.
Yeah. And June also, like, throughout the first, like, 2/3 of the anime, has no idea that he loves her.
No, none whatsoever. It's not until like episode 8, because it's the episode after the beach episode to where he's like, wait, something's not right. I think I have feelings.
Yeah. But it's also like the entire time he's like, why is my heart like racing? Like, why am I blushing?
I don't understand this. What are feelings?
Why do I feel this way when my best friend's around? And then it's like, dude, come on.
Listen to your heart.
Yeah, and then we also had the interesting like manipulation of Misuzu, who is like kind of like she's pushing them together because she wants them to be together, but she's feeling guilty about it because she's also trying to push Tomo into being a little bit more feminine so that they can hang out together in a sense, because she's not into like sports and crazy things. And so her pushing Tomo into being a little bit more feminine to get June to realize that she's a girl, or like take into account that she's a girl, also benefits Misuzu in the fact that they can then like go to a coffee shop and like hang out and have a conversation and stuff, and like talk about boys and like more traditionally feminine things. So she's feeling like a level of guilt in making Tomo like express herself femininely, but what she's not realizing, which I think is very interesting and a really good point in this show, is that Tomo isn't doing this, like she's not being feminine and trying to change herself to impress June, although that's what it looks like on the surface. Really, she's just trying to figure out how she wants to be and who she wants to be. Like, she's enjoying the process. She's having a good time. She wants to be like that. It's not that she's like trying to change herself for her crush, even though that's what they're kind of what she's saying and what Misuzu thinks that she's doing. In reality, Tomo's just having a good time. You know, there's no like anxiety or pressure of like real pressure of like I'm not a woman, and if I'm not a woman, then I cannot get the man. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, there's not a lot of these big, like, gender issues throughout the show, is because it could have very easily turned into a discussion on feminism, but it really didn't, and I appreciate that. It kept it very lighthearted, it kept it very joking and gentle, and it was exactly what I needed to watch. It was a great time. And it was just more about the conversation of, like, you know, of just growing up a little bit and wanting to explore other sides of yourself, not changing yourself, just exploring other sides, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, it is like a true coming of age story.
Yeah.
Like, as you grow older, you try to figure out who you are and like who you want to be moving forward.
Yeah. And on June's end, it's coming of age in the same sense, but not in obviously him figuring out who he is as a person in aspects of feminine and masculinity, but for him it's gaining emotional maturity and trying to first of all discover himself, like his own feelings, just get accustomed to his own feelings, but then from there it's about him gaining other friends is another aspect, because he had a thing of, like, him only wanting to hold a place for Tomo to be his friend because he never wanted anybody to even come close to replacing her, so he kept himself distant from everybody else. But slowly throughout the show he starts to acquire some other friends that he is able to build relationships with, so that was really cool.
Yeah. And even seeing like Misuzu grow and like accept other people around her as well.
Yeah.
Like even her little bits with Carol are adorable.
Yeah. And speaking of Carol, she is such an interesting character because she's incredibly intelligent, but not just like academically intelligent, but also emotionally intelligent. She kind of reminds me of Paris Hilton in a way, how she like played a character in the media of this dumb blonde as a protection, like to protect herself from the insanity of the early 2000s. And I feel like Carol is kind of along the same lines, you know. She's very wealthy. She's also the beauty of the school. She also is physically different because she's the only English speaker, like the only English kid in the school. And so she looks different from everybody else. And she's kind of somewhat of a celebrity, but but also the main thing is that she is engaged to Kosuke, and her cousin, who, and she's like, she loves him, but they don't quite know where their relationship dynamic is. So she's also putting up this front of like, I'm a little dumb, so you have to protect me and keep an eye on me so that she can be around him, and like, but also she's also not, because at the same time Kosuke is like looking at her being like, she's so strong, she never shows any emotions other than being happy and smiling all the time, even though she's a little ditzy. And that's why I can't approach her, because she's so strong, and because he's not seeing that it's a front for her to be able to kind of be around him more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of depth and like interwoven, just like youthful coming of age little like struggles. Nothing intense. There's no, I mean, okay, I will say that there's no, but the shows that we've had recently have a bizarre relationship with just strange out of the blue scenes of stabbings.
Oh, I wonder where you got that point from.
Right. Like, why? Because yeah,
Oh.
that's the thing. Just like a random scene of it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
What else is there?
Carol's also of British descent, so Carol's mom in the dub has a British accent. I was humored by that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't ask me why I was, but I was.
Her name's also Ferris, which is such a posh name.
She also acts incredibly posh until she fucking headbutts the shit out of Kosuke.
Yeah.
Like, hardcore headbutts that man.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, we'll call it a draw.
I trust you a little bit more.
2 centimeters. The fact that it outright labeled that, I was like, that's great.
Yeah. Tomo's parents, though, their relationship, the fact that her dad is still embarrassed to be around her mom.
And he's terrified of the mom.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite gags in anime is whenever the dad is like absolutely terrified of the mom, and that's because the mom is an absolute badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite tropes. That should happen more often in slice of life anime because it happens in shonen and shit all the time.
Yeah.
We need more of that in slice of life, please.
Yeah. What do you think of Tanabe Tatsumi being in love with Misuzu?
You go, homie.
Honestly, you're facing a brick wall, but go for it, my guy.
I mean, you know, we don't kink shame here. If you want to be a masochist, have at it, man.
Honestly.
Because that's just asking for pain.
Yeah, but it's the kind of thing where I feel like in the anime world, if they did like a 10 years later or like a 15, 20 years later, they would be married with kids.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like he's finally gotten like a hang of himself and everything, and she's like completely cooled off, but then the children are the devious little shits out of the bunch.
Yeah, and then every now and again you'll get hints of their original relationship peeking through.
Also, since Anya, I love all the running bits of heh. Because Misuzu's little heh bit early on in the show, I lost my shit. Just brings me so much joy.
Yeah. I don't know. The show's cute. It's just cute.
It is. Everybody's a badass. It's great. It's a fun time.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to ask you. I was thinking about this while I was watching the show. But it's not a secret that I am a bisexual. A bisexual. I am bisexual. I am that is so weird. But so for me, like, gender isn't an issue. Like, it's not something that I consider when looking at a romantic partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But June is so caught up in it without even like meaning to be, that he like doesn't think that he could at all be possibly romantically interested in Tomo until he sees her tits. Right?
Oh, maybe it's the beach episode that fully turned everything around.
It kind of is, though. It was like, bikini? Wow, she's a girl. My friend is kind of cute. Like, what? So, like, it's not something I can relate to. But, like, if you had a friend, like, that was such a dude, would it be like is it a thing? Like, is this a thing or is this just an anime trope?
No, because here's the thing. Like, some of like my really good female friends, like, I legit consider them one of the guys.
Yeah.
And like, I could have no issues with dating them if like that were like something that were on the table.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things to where, again, and this, we've had this conversation before with stuff like this, but at the end of the day, you're attracted to who you're attracted to. Like, it's not something that you can really help. So, I mean, it's just one of those things to where if you're heterosexual and a girl is just like hardcore, you know, masculine, what's the problem? I see no issues with this.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying as a bisexual. I'm like, you love it. Like, you love a little bit of everything. Why limit yourself to one gender?
Exactly. Like, I would have no problem finding a woman that could crush my head between her thighs.
That's somebody's kink.
Somebody somewhere.
not pointing pointing in any specific direction. Back to those 6-foot women for brought to date.
Oh, quickly unfollows all the buff women accounts I follow on Instagram.
No. Bodybuilders, hit brought up.
Oh, we just keep adding on to the dating profile.
Yeah, 6-foot bodybuilder, otaku.
Oh. Wrong, God, wrong conversation to be happening the episode after some grand proposal.
Brad, how dare you? I'm right here.
Oh, this is one of my favorite bits I've ever had.
And on this week of BnB Anime, we break up. The engagement is called off.
Oh, do you want to hear the interaction I had with Tails on Instagram just for giggles?
Let's hear it.
Oh, where's the post? There we go. Okay. So Tails commented like, is there going to be a B&B wedding? Tune in next episode to find out, or not. I haven't listened yet. To which I responded with, nah, we're just going to drag it out across 50 episodes, tell a few different filler arcs, have a major boss fight, have a few side characters show up and endear themselves to the audience before they disappear forever, and then we'll figure out a way to drag the wedding into 3 seasons from now.
200 episodes later.
Oh, to which another friend of mine commented on that. I was like, Dragon Brad Z.
Oh, the abridged version will be chaos.
Please. Oh my God. I feel like this is the abridged version. Let's be real.
We come abridged.
Or unhinged, however you want to look at it. It's perfectly fine.
Those feel like synonyms to me.
They pretty much are. God, I need to watch the latest episodes of SAO Abridged.
Yeah.
I stopped watching after the first arc, and I really need to get caught back up. Because I've heard great things.
My anime list is calling us out. It's time to ditch the text file. Keep track of your anime easily by creating your own list. But the spreadsheet!
Yeah, the spreadsheet. Plus, the last time you and I keyed all of our shit into my anime list, we got depressed.
Yeah, I need to... Let me see where I'm at.
Oh, last I checked, I was over 5 months.
I haven't updated in a long time, but I'm over 3, so I'm probably well over that.
We were both at 3 whenever we started this podcast.
Yeah.
Because that's the point whenever we're like, yeah, we've both spent a combined total of over 6 months of our lives consuming anime. And now we're both probably just toppled over the year mark.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm massively toppled over, considering the fact of how much shit I consume on a weekly basis for this podcast.
And this doesn't count how much we've rewatched.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I counted how much I've rewatched on my anime list whenever I was making or going through it.
Yeah. I haven't. So I watched Prince of Tennis 3 times, and that's 127 episodes.
I've watched the entirety of Dragon Ball through several times.
I've watched the entirety of Major through several times, which is also a butt ton of episodes.
Yeah, so we're selling ourselves short here is what we're saying.
And that doesn't include manga. Or light novels.
So have I told you my goal for my manga collection?
No.
I want to get over 1,000 volumes.
That's a library.
Exactly.
A library of manga. Library. How did you say that?
Library.
Light brewery. Only for light roasts.
Inquiry. Inquiry.
What was it the other day that I was thinking about? No, don't remember.
I was going to say, you think about a lot.
I do think about a lot. I think about too much.
ADHD, everybody.
Yeah. What did I learn the other day? Somebody told me something. Fact about an animal. Another person with ADHD. What did you tell me? It was about a chicken. No, it wasn't. It was about an ostrich.
Close enough.
Second fastest animal in the world after cheetahs.
Oh, chickens?
Ostrich. Yes, chickens.
Oh, it humors me so much. Oh, God.
And that's how we steal their hats.
Wait, what?
For the spoilers.
Oh, that went right over my head.
It shouldn't have gone over your head. It should have gone on your head, Brad.
You're the one wearing the chicken costume in the emote, not me.
Hey, the chicken costume doesn't fit over my cat headphones.
No, you put the cat headphones on over the chicken head.
Oh, no wonder it didn't fit.
That's what she said.
Ugh. We had this discussion only a few weeks ago, Brad. It doesn't need to be that big.
Look, I realize this. However, the amount of times you've made "that's what she said" jokes, and this is the first one that I've made in over 3 years.
Come on, Brad. We both know that dick jokes are my thing. We've already been talking about dicks. You're right, Blue. We have. I don't know about these characters growing up, but I am a child.
I also am a child. And we here at BnB Anime are nothing.
Nothing but children. We're giggly little child shits.
Oh, and yet I would not have it any other way. Oh.
So there's a beach episode of this anime.
There is a beach episode. Oh. There's a beach episode. There was plenty of fights. Carol had a taser.
Carol had a taser. June had a 12-pack because 16-year-olds.
16-year-olds in anime have to be ripped.
He is, I mean, okay, I will give him the credit that he is an actual athlete in a dojo way more hours of the day than there are hours in the day. You know? Like, he's a legit athlete. Still, though, he's like a legit athlete that's 25, not a legit athlete that's 16.
Yeah. Can we also talk about how fucking huge Tomo's dad is?
He's a beast.
Homie is a behemoth of a man.
He's daddy.
Yeah, he is.
And Akumi, she's mommy.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. Did you see those tits?
Yeah, I did.
Because we all know that June did.
That was the first thing he noticed.
He didn't look at her face. He was like, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet both of y'all.
Twins, I see. We're in a mood today.
Oh, this has just become a regular thing.
Yeah, I say it's today. It's every week.
Oh, and the bad part about it is that I realize it's become like part of the regularly scheduled programming of me saying this. But my God, this is my favorite part of the week.
Talking about tits.
Talking about tits with my
Brad's
best
favorite
friend.
part of the week.
Talking about tits and talking about dicks. My God, no one else I'd rather be having these conversations with either. especially since I can't talk about them at work because that's an HR issue, and the rest of my IRL friends are too goody two shoes to be having these conversations.
Don't worry, I'll corrupt them. You give me 5 minutes in that space, and they'll be giggling.
Well, you have the opportunity, should I continue to press Bree, to corrupt
Brittany's,
one of the most
Brittany's gonna
wholesome
join in
ones.
the discussion about tits, you know?
Probably not, but you have all the opportunity to try to corrupt Brittany in D&D.
Oh, it won't take long. I corrupted the twins in high school, and they were Pentecostal Christian, okay?
Oh, I look forward to seeing the shenanigans happen.
I have practice. I have years of practice. I'll get her down. Don't worry.
Oh.
Not like that, you kinky bitch.
I literally just said, "Oh, you're the one who took it that way."
I know how your brain works.
She
I
is
live there.
married to my cousin. My cousin, who's literally 3 weeks older than me.
Your cousin
We
who
grew
has
up
competition
together.
now.
Oh. Oh my god. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Don't worry, Brittany. I'll always bring you flowers. I'll always remember your birthday.
I don't even remember her birthday.
I don't remember anybody's birthday. I don't barely remember mine. That's a lie.
It's fine. I remember yours.
Yeah.
I am the good partner of the two of us.
Right? Because I don't remember nothing.
Oh, the amount of shit that you got that one year.
I'm so bad. Like, I'm so bad for it.
It's fine, though. It's fine.
It took me a decade to learn the twins' birthdays, so you got like 5 more years to wait, my guy. They share a birthday as well. It was one date.
So it should have taken you half as long.
It should have. But nope.
It's fine. I know who you are. I hold nothing against you. It's fine.
But what do you give the anime, my guy?
I give it an 8.
8? You know what? I'm with you. It's an 8.
It was a great time. I had a blast with it. I have no complaints whatsoever. Also love how your rating on Oshinoko is still just binge.
It's accurate, though.
It really is. And again, I have never once in the entire over 3 years of this podcast, or hell, even the over 5 years of this friendship, have I ever said I've been so proud of you as I have today, because I'm so proud. I am excited to hear your thoughts on today's episode of Oshinoko. And
I'll live tweet it. I probably won't. I won't remember. I'll go over the attention of it, and then the episode will be over, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I didn't tweet once."
Oh, and we'll keep you invested the entire time, so it might not want to hold yourself to that one. Oh, but you know what? I'm also excited to hear your thoughts on
What?
Buddy Daddies.
Speaking of daddy.
Look, these are two very wholesome daddies, okay?
Uh-huh.
They're both assassins. They got to look after a little girl.
They're two very wholesome daddies. They're both assassins.
But they got to look after a little girl. It's adorable. It's great. It's a fun time. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. We have socials, Blues Lavenders and Brad Guerin VO as far as those go. Twitch for me at Brad Carter Gaming, even though I don't fucking stream anymore. I'm basically retired, much to Brittany's dismay. It's okay though. We're gonna have a Stardew Valley competition soon. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. He
Yeah.
just has to get out from under Tears of the Kingdom. And the BnB Anime, literally everywhere. Also, BnB Gaming coming soon with D&D. So be sure to keep an eye out for that and be looking forward to it.
Yeah. My Instagram will be filled with Ren Fair pics this weekend, and there will be a vlog coming soon.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Ren Fair pics and seeing all the updates on it. I'm so happy for you.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Vlog may be split into two because I have been filming my outfit making process. So it's pretty long already. We'll see. And I'm going for a couple days. So it might either be one very long vlog or a couple segments.
It's fine. Whatever you decide to do, everybody will consume at the utmost haste.
Yeah.
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 So, thank you all so much for listening. Blue and I greatly appreciate it. And we see y'all next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.